For someone like me that's actually really strong in the arts of psychology and human nature, I could really honestly tell you the truth about what it was to become Jeffrey Dahmer, as we knew him. Jeffrey Dahmer was emotionally fragile to begin with, and then all it really took was a couple big pushes. His parents divorcing, his family fighting a lot, some of it being taken out on him. I can sympathize with that aspect because I had an awful upbringing myself. I was around constant fighting, constant yelling, bickering, my parents, my father throwing me across the room because he stepped on a Lego, that kind of shit. My mother just being so stressed out because my father was stressing her out. My brother had problems, major problems, and he took a lot of care from my mother, and she sort of neglected me. So in some aspects, Jeffrey Dahmer and I have a similar upbringing, and that kind of hits me at a chord because I don't want to associate myself at all with someone like that because I'm actually nonviolent. If you think about it from a psychological point of view, when you're under a lot of stress, it really doesn't take a lot in order to push you over the edge. There's been a lot of times in my life where I've just felt like I wanted to give up, and some of those feelings lasted for 20 years of my life. It took me a long time to get over my emotional abuse that I went through the hands of multiple people over the course of about 27 years. Just one situation to the next. And that kind of thing just destroys a person. You can see it in the way they act, in the hobbies that they like, trying to find enjoyment in anything that works. That's what he did, but unfortunately he took it to a perspective that was a little weird, If you've seen the Netflix series, you'd understand. His mind was just warped because in the moment that he created his new persona, he was taking in stimulation that was contrary to his current beliefs. And that warped him, turned him into someone that he's not. With me, at the hands of emotional abuse from my father, stepmother, my mother, my brother, my stepfather, ex-stepfather, even ex-friends. I've done so many things in my life that I could say that I've accomplished. Being in manic states for just a long period of time, just disassociating. Disassociation is really just a way to kind of turn off your brain from all the stressors you have around you. Long story short. You ever see people that just kind of stare off while they're doing something, like maybe they're staring off while they're eating? They could be disassociating. And it depends on the circumstances if they're a violent or non-violent person if you'd have to worry about them. In the end, this is the stuff that society won't talk to you about. It's taboo.